Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the Forex market. Today it's kind of the silence day before the Fed meeting. Hardly we will get any activity today, and actually recent price behavior on the euro currency, you could see that market mostly stands flat, just indecision and waiting for results. That's why today we will take a look at some issues that could be interesting and maybe useful for you if you intends to trade precisely the moment of the Fed statement. But first I would like to talk about the Great British Pound. So you can see that market collapsed yesterday significantly, so market even has overcome our most brave expectations. So although we talked about minor target on the daily, it's 2340 area, we said, well, maybe it should reach it, and probably it could be retracement, some respect before the downward continuation. But take a look. The scenario that we talked about, that wedge will be broken with a collapse down, has been realized on the market, and market has dropped. So currently, within the one session, market actually has hit our weekly target that we have also discussed in the weekly report. It's 2150 area, approximately the COP of this large A, B, C top pattern. But also market has hit weekly oversold. That we estimated that this will be probably the floor for this week on the market. And currently, guys, it's not the good time for taking the new bearish position, because market stands at weekly oversold at the COP target. Despite its big collapse, downward action, downward continuation will be difficult for the market right now. Speaking in the perspective of the further downward action, so we could say that next targets will be 113, 114 area. This will be OP of the ABCD pattern, and this will be the butterfly. It's a large butterfly, 127 extension. So market is going with our long-term view. So actually, when we have talked on the Great British Pound with our forum member Brad Reynolds, I have said that, well, the Great British Pound right now is my favorite currency, because every time when you taking a look at it, you definitely know the direction, and direction is down. And indeed, if we'll take a look at what we have traded on this market, starting from this area. So remember, last year we have traded the Great British Pound, and this year, of course. So every time, every bearish setups have behaved really very good. And that's not the end yet, I suppose. That's what about the cable. I just would like to say that significant objective point has been hit, and currently it's better to postpone the new short taking. So it's better to wait for some clarity, besides, especially at the eve of the Fed meeting. So better to take the pause. Speaking on the euro, well, here, guys, I hardly could tell you something new, because take a look, that market stands inside the range of the high wave pattern. So no action in any direction yet, and that's understandable. At the same time, dollar index drifting higher, right to the OP target. So you can see that was actually our high wave in parallel analysis to euro, and take a look, market showing tendency to the upside right to the OP. Euro currency stands flat. Probably I will not be wrong if I would suggest that this action due to the Great British Pound collapse. So on the intraday charts, guys, we also do not have something really very interesting. One thing that I would like to show you on the 4-hour time frame chart. As soon as the ABCD pattern COP has been hit, the butterfly has been completed, take a look, market has turned to the flat action. And here we see some sign of the bearish dynamic prayer. So trend has turned bullish, but price action stands flat. That's the only thing that we probably could extract right now from the price behavior. On the hourly chart, I also do not see something really interesting. Well, just some obvious things. Well, I could draw here kind of a triangle or something of that sort. So, but you probably could do this as well. Now about high wave pattern. So is actually the major point here on the euro currency. If you would like to trade the moment of the Fed statement release. And as we know, the special meaning of the high wave pattern. So we do know that the market usually follows in a direction of the breakout of the high wave pattern. You could use it for the trading. So that is only for those of you who will trade definitely the moment of the statement release, because that will be the extreme volatility in this moment, and this is not suitable for everybody. So you need to also have some special mentality that when you feel comfortable with this price action. Personally, I do not trade the important data releases, so I just involve them in some larger picture and see what is going on. Well, but speaking on the high wave, you could try to use stop entry orders in this situation, because this is a pretty lot area as to the top as to the bottom, because market stands right in the middle. It means that once the decision will be released, probably market will start action in the direction of the decision in the first points of the statement. And you could use, for example, stop entry order slightly below the lows and slightly above the highs. You could maybe invent something if your broker lets you to place the OCO orders or some other type. You could even try to catch both directions. So the idea is simple. Action should be very fast and strong, and it will follow in the direction of the breakout. It means that if you would suggest and you have the bearish view, you could place stop entry order here. As soon as market will drop through the lows, your stop will be triggered and you will be in with the trade. The same is about the top. If you think that decision will be dovish, or market or even Fed will cut rate for half of the percent, not 25 points, you could place the buy entry order slightly above the top of the high wave pattern, or maybe it makes sense to place it slightly below the top and slightly above the lows. So that's just the tool that you could think about, because when the traders search chance to go take the position, they very often forget about this very useful tool. Sometimes I use it as well when I do not see some real special pattern, but I know that action should be fast. I sometimes use this stop entry orders at the important levels. So that's actually all that I could say right now on the Forex market. You can see no action stance here, and let's see what will happen tomorrow.